everybody, Happy New Year. Just a little video today. It's on a subject that happens quite a few times in the Philippines, especially in Dumaguete, but it happens everywhere in the Philippines. And yes, the cockerel was in full tune this afternoon, so nothing I can do about it, unless I want to go to the barangay and cause a load of shit, but what's the point? Anyway, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2024 is good for everybody. And before I forget, please like and subscribe, because I definitely need subscribers. Now, today's subject is something that happened on Facebook, actually. Well, not on Facebook, it was a group. And it's a guy that has been found. It was a picture of him, and apparently he was robbed and had his wallet stolen and everything else, and it had a picture of him laying on the stretcher or in the hospital, and people were saying this guy needs your help and everything else. Well, as you know, a few months ago, or last year actually I can say, I criticised a guy called Sebastian. Sebastian apparently approached someone in a bar, was thrown down the stairs, so we don't know what was actually said, and he broke his arm and he needed hospital treatment. And the guy that's got the YouTube channel, Every Man Has a Story, advertised him on his Facebook, YouTube channel, and everyone contributed money. I criticised the fact that why should people donate money when this guy, apparently he came from Australia, he should come over here with enough money, enough funds for all these medical treatments. But again, you get some comments that are quite harsh, saying, you know, the guy needs help and everything. But this is a very similar story, and I'm going to just read quite a lot from some of the comments. One of the guys said, I want to clear everything as I shared the post regarding the foreigner. Me, as I understand how social media works nowadays, I shared it not to gossips and not to make him fun, but to help through sharing as the caption of the original poster. Obviously, this guy, you know, put it on and was asking for help, but some of the remarks weren't that helpful. And the comments of people who really he needs help as he lost his bag and completely lost. So many here are close-minded. It takes so much energy to be mean, and it takes much less to be nice. Hopefully it will be reminded to you guys to be more vigilant and enjoy it here without encountering significant problems. Now, obviously, that guy must have been a local Filipino, and he's quite true in what he says. A lot of foreigners do come over here, and they don't have enough funds, or they come over here and they extend their visa and they get pissed up. And as you notice, I'm trying to keep my language down on this one because it is a bit sensitive. So some of the comments were, thank you for sharing, it reaches good people as well. Definitely need more foreigners here like you. The cream always comes to the top. Very true, you did the right and moral thing, okay? Trying to help someone, it is true act of compassion. Don't worry about the righteous and bigoted. Absolutely true, my friend. Now, then there was another, a few comments, and it showed you two pictures of him laying on the stretcher still. And the original one was, anyone know this foreigner? His name is Chris Marshes. I don't know exactly, but please, if you know him, just message me. We are on the way to Provincial Hospital. Guys, he really needs help. Please help him. He have nothing now. Someone stole his bags and wallet. Now, there is the question. Apparently, so I believe, and I'm not 100% certain, this guy is Polish, and he was disowned by his family, and he came over for whatever reasons, It all boils down to that he was homeless and drinking, or supposedly drinking, as the comments go on. But you cannot blame people for asking questions, because there are so many people that come to the Philippines for a good time and they run out of money, and they expect that when they get into a situation or a health situation, or they get beat up, or they, say something wrong to the wrong person, or try and chat up someone's girlfriend, then they end up in hospital. They expect everyone to come and rally round and pay for their medical expenses. So some of the comments are a bit, I wouldn't say harsh, but some can be a bit stupid. You've got to show the guy some compassion, obviously, because, he's supposedly on his own. And some of the pictures later on show him being fed by someone in the hospital, giving him water and everything else. So let's just read some of the comments. Someone stole his bags and wallet. Well, is that a fact? Do we actually know that for fact? Or was he drunk? See, these are the questions that some expats, including myself, will ask. You don't just go... If someone generally, was in a serious accident and through no fault of his own, and his wife, spent all the money, then obviously we can try and help him. But don't... People put things on these groups on Facebook expecting everyone to help them. And I know I'm sounding a bit hypocritical, but if you want to help. But you can't blame the people that do ask questions. Let me read some of the... some of them is a bit jibbly-jabbly. Maybe they're English, I don't know. Thank you for this. The government's no vax, no work or travel policy violated Republic of the Philippines Act 11525, so they will try anything on unsuspecting public. I don't really know what he means by that. One reply. What happened? May God, his holy angels, to helps him, all the hospitals, and remove every rip-off doctors. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. I give up on some of them freaking stupid things. Anyway. After seeing the responses from some of this group regarding the foreigner who looks drunk, and if even he may be drunk and made wrong choices, why would you kick a man who is already down, then spread across social media, obviously near the end of his journey? Are you that certain? In some of the stories they say his bags, ID and money were stolen. After a few days without those things, no one would be looking very good. The people that are kicking this man while he's down are just mean. I don't think they're kicking that. I think people are looking for answers. Anyone could go on YouTube after a night out on the piss and you look ragged and you look homeless and want help for money, but at the end of the day, was it his fault? I think these are the questions that need to be asked. As local, I felt bad after reading the comments section of that post. Pinoy have the culture of bayanan system experience in the barriers. If someone need help, local will assist by all means, especially for elderly. There are a lot of retirees here in the Philippines who ended up alone by many reasons, but I think one of the purposes of having expat community is also a support system. Compassion is all we need for a better community. Peace, everyone. Don't bash me since I am not expat. I hope and pray that he is in good condition now. Happy New Year, Dumaguete. Again, the locals seem to be very compassionate. They are very compassionate when it comes to helping people. But the expat community, and I'm not just knocking Dumaguete on this, but the expat community in the Philippines as a whole are some have got this very stern attitude that if you come to the Philippines, then you must be prepared. And if you come to the Philippines unprepared, then that's your problem. Now, if the guy needs help, if he's an alcoholic, then I assume, and I've heard that in Dumaguete there is a AA, that Alcoholics Anonymous, that they can go to, and maybe the guy is misguided, or he's, no one knows. But why is he in this situation in the first place? That is one of the questions. So there are 4 replies to that comment. Well said. Though from my observations over 15 years, I think you are a little over-optimistic regarding your comments on the inexclusiveness of your countrymen and women. Love that. I write on with compassion. Yes, it's sorely needed in this world today. In some of the stories, they say his bag's ID and money was stolen. After a few days, well, we've already done that one. Let's assume all the mean things said are true. What purpose is there in saying them? What joy is had from insulting some stranger who did nothing to hurt oneself? Like many others, I read bad decisions on his face, but I only hope he is released from the consequences of those decisions and realise that I may see bad choices where accidents or health failing may be the case. He can file for indigency with BI, where the certification from his embassy he will not spend any penny to go back to his family abroad. The local government of Dumaguete should act on now to assist expats who ended up helpless here. They earn so much from tourism, but no program on how to serve back. If this guy has SRRV, he should be entitled to full health benefits. This kind of cases should be truly reported and coordinated with LGUBI and other related authorities. It is serious concerns, and there are a lot of expats here who became indigent. They all deserve to find home or go back home. It's very true. It's very hard for someone like me. I've got a home, I've got a roof over, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Financially, I'm well off. And if I saw a homeless person, I would probably give him something as a, just to help him buy. But how do we know that the money we give him doesn't go back on drink? Everyone needs some sort of compassion. I understand that. Everyone needs to be compassionate and help each other out. But this happens so many times in the Philippines that people are now getting a bit wary of it. It appears someone took him to the hospital. I wonder how he is doing and if the situation is resolved. Some people are mean and just spread gossip. They have nothing else to do. Even a Polish friend of mine who translated for him in the Philippines called, as he doesn't speak English. He has been homeless in Dumaguete for 5 to 6 years. His Polish family sent him here as they don't want to have contact with him. He is an alcoholic. He should already have been in Philippine custody. I agree that nobody should bash anyone, particularly those that need support and a helping hand. It must be hard when your own family disown you. But he's been homeless for 5 or 6 years, so this person says he's Polish, which we established. What has he been doing for 5 or 6 years? How has he lived for 5 or 6 years? Is he a well-known homeless person that's alcoholic all the time? And some of these people don't even want help. They're quite happy being pissed all day long. That's their life. That's the way they want it. And because he suddenly collapses or, has a heart attack, everyone's got to rally around him. I can understand trying to help someone like this in a situation, but like I said, you can't blame people for asking questions. Some are endless in need. Some have to help themselves. God bless them. but choice have to be made. Others do not have an endless supply of support, which is true. I could send him, what support do you want? What support does he need? Does he need money? If I sent him money, how do I know it's going to be paid for hospital bills? Or it could be paid on drink. If a man is a cheater and also gets drunk and probably no respect to others and to himself, and no love to give if he has respect on himself and he knows how to behave, then he probably would end up like this. Sometimes in life you create your own journey, some bad journey, some wonderful journey, because it's how you behave in life the way you get your success in a happy way of living. What else he get in his life? When we get older, look after yourself, be healthful, be fit, be kind, be respectful, and so on, so you don't end up homeless or penniless. Sometimes we create our own problems in life. Like if you're happy married, yet still cheating. And there's few people you have money and yet you gambling. And yet some you have bad health, yet you drink alcohol with your medication in it. So how will you live a healthy life? That's quite true, really. It's up to you. It's completely up to you how you live. There's pictures of him now in the hospital. Someone's feeding him. He's got a carton of orange in one hand and he's got something in the other hand and someone's feeding him. I mean, it says, anyone else knows this foreigner, please let me know. And the comments on this one, homeless guy, sad to see this, behind everyone is a story. That's the third time in 5 hours this video has been posted by Filipina in this group. It is sad. It is very sad. Can happen to the best of us. I almost was looking like him not too long ago. It's not funny or a joke that you can easily fall into a network or trap, and the next thing you know, you are without anything. Manila area is notorious for scamming older foreigners. I barely made it out of the group network of people who specialise in making you look like this man. He needs some help and support. Well, as you get older, yes. One comment, you stole his money first and now you're giving him back water. So sad to see, but it happens so often. Poor planning, his bad partner, alcohol and mental health. Trust me, can happen to the best of them. Almost happened to me. I remember I gave him money at Robertson's supermarket. He said he was from Poland. See, so he gets money, he's begging. They go to the Philippines to look for young girls and go broke in the process, or are on drugs. Please, if you see him, could you please help him? It's very sad to see a foreigner end up like this. Yes, it is. It is sad to see any foreigner or any person like this. But there is a story behind the reasons why he's like this. And this is why I keep saying, some of the comments are stupid, hurtful. But if they're going to ask a question, ask a sensible question. And you can't blame people for asking questions. Find out what country he's from and call his embassy. I'm sorry, I don't recognise the name of it. That's one hell of a bender. See, you get comments like that. I would watch this ridiculous video all day of another human feeding another human, as he didn't have opposing thumbs. This is great. And by the way, where is this man getting his beard trimmed? Oh my, what happened to him? Why did he end up like this? There but for the grace of God. Until it happens to you, brother, it's not just Christmas, it's real. It's sad, his eyes says he's an alcoholic, but it's tough trying to sell a hard luck story in the Philippines. When he came here, he was rich for a fact. Now he is getting the free food. Very sad. Clothe yourself in compassion and kindness. However, the foolish despise wisdom and instruction, enabling to feel good about you. It's not helping him. yeah, it is a sad situation. What would you do in a situation like this? If you walked out your door and you saw someone homeless and you give him some money, what do they do with it? It's the same as the beggars on the street. They don't want food. A little girl came up to my car this morning going, I said no. Although it hurts me to say no, I know for a fact that the money I give them goes somewhere else. Probably feeding their parents' drug addiction or something like that. It's a sad, sad world, but you can't blame people for asking questions. But you can blame them for stupid comments, like he needs another 2 red horses. What was one comment? You don't need comments like that. Obviously the guy needs help, but you can't blame people for asking questions because it happens so many times in the Philippines. They come with money, they itch up with a girl, they lose all their money to the girl, they lose their home, but they should have the sense to have some put by for that situation. That if it happens, they can get a ticket home. You don't even have family in the country where you came from, but it's your country and you can get benefits and help. You don't have to have family members around you if you don't have any, but you should always have something put by for that emergency to get you back home. Anyway, Happy New Year again. Please like and subscribe. I've kept hardly, well, don't think I have swore in this video. So have a good day. Bye. And look after yourselves.